So let me start by asking you a very simple question. Do you know where your money is going? I mean, most of us know exactly how much we earn. For sure, we know our salary, the bonuses, our total income down to the exact digit. But honestly, far fewer of us actually know exactly how much we spend. It's that classic mystery of the disappearing paycheck. You get to the end of the month, you look at your bank account, and you think, wait a minute, where did it all go? And even fewer of us know if the gap between what we earn and what we spend is actually enough to build that future we keep dreaming about.
There is this quote I absolutely love because it perfectly captures what we're trying to achieve here. A budget tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Think of your budget like a travel itinerary. You might take some detours, plans might change, and unexpected situations will definitely pop up. But having that plan prevents you from just wandering aimlessly. It's a written plan of how your income will be used before it arrives, not a post-mortem after it magically disappears. It puts you completely, 100% in the driver's seat.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our blueprint for today. 1. Where does money go? 2. The 4 budgeting pillars. 3. Steps to create your budget. 4. Common budget mistakes. And 5. The path to wealth.
Section 1. Where does money go? The reality of household budgeting.
It is so incredibly easy to get caught up in the hype of investments, mutual funds, or real estate. But let's be real. Every massive financial goal you have, from buying your dream home to finally securing a comfortable retirement, starts right here, on paper, with your daily habits. Household budgeting is basically the systematic process of planning how your income gets allocated. It's tracking your expenses, ensuring you have adequate savings, and building resilience against emergencies. And for a lot of families, especially in the Indian context, this goes way beyond just tracking daily needs. It means balancing a highly complex ecosystem. You're managing festival expenses, family obligations, your kids' education, healthcare for aging parents, and your own long-term wealth creation all at the exact same time. It's a massive juggling act, which is exactly why having a system is absolutely crucial.
Section 2. The 4 budgeting pillars. Laying a solid foundation.
If we're building a blueprint for wealth, we need a really strong base. Every reliable household budget rests on 4 structural pillars: income, mandatory expenses, essential living expenses, and discretionary expenses. Every financial journey begins with your income, obviously. But what's really vital to realize is that what's left over after you've managed those other 3 pillars, the mandatory, the essential, and the discretionary stuff, is your savings. And savings, my friends, is the true foundation for any future wealth. If your income isn't managed carefully across these pillars, it literally just disappears without creating any lasting value for you.
Now, what's really interesting here is the very distinct line between essential and discretionary expenses. Essential expenses are your groceries, school fees, utilities, medicines. These are things you absolutely need, though you might have a tiny bit of flexibility in how you spend on them. Discretionary expenses, on the flip side, are your lifestyle choices. That's dining out, taking vacations, buying luxury items, and hey, they aren't frivolous, they're part of a well-lived life. But here is the real secret. When you find yourself missing your savings goals, your discretionary expenses provide the absolute greatest flexibility for you to adjust and course correct.
Section 3. Steps to create your budget. Constructing the blueprint.
All right, we are shifting from theory to action now. And don't worry, this construction process does not require any fancy software or a finance degree. All you need is clarity, consistency, and a little bit of honesty with yourself. Here are the 5 chronological actions you need to take. Step 1. Assess your complete financial situation by listing out all your income sources and reviewing past statements. Step 2. Calculate your true income. Step 3. Categorize your expenses into fixed and variable. Step 4. Choose a budgeting framework that actually fits your lifestyle. And finally, Step 5. Track, review, and adjust on a monthly basis. I really want to focus on Step 2 for a second, because calculating your true monthly income is a huge stumbling block. Let's say your gross salary is 60,000 rupees. You might be super tempted to build your budget around that exact 60K number. But actually, scratch that. After deductions like taxes and provident fund contributions, your net monthly income, your actual take-home pay, is 53,800 rupees. You can only budget what you can actually spend today. While your provident fund is absolutely a great part of your future wealth, budgeting based on your gross salary is just a very fast track to overspending. So, once you know your true income, you need a framework. A highly popular starting point is the 50-30-20 rule. It suggests putting 50% of your net income toward your needs, 30% toward your wants, and 20% directly towards savings and investments. This provides just a brilliant, highly visual starting point for anyone new to budgeting. It gives you explicit permission to spend on your wants, provided your needs and savings are totally taken care of first.
Section 4. Common budgeting mistakes. Avoiding structural flaws.
Look, every building project faces a few obstacles, right? And constructing a household budget is absolutely no different. Let's look at some of the most frequent financial leaks, along with some incredibly simple fixes. Not including your spouse? Well, that just leads to massive blind spots. The fix is an easy monthly review together. Ignoring small expenses? This brilliantly illustrates the danger of those little daily UPI payments at the local shop or morning coffee runs. They accumulate so fast, you simply have to track them. Experiencing lifestyle inflation, where you just spend more because you earn more? Direct those raises straight into your savings. And a missing emergency fund? That is exactly how unexpected events force you into debt. The solution is actively building a 6-month financial buffer.
Above all else, you have to remember that a budget is not static. The financial priorities of a single young professional are vastly different from a growing family, and those are totally different from a retiree's. Your income will change, your responsibilities are going to grow, and your goals will evolve. Your blueprint must naturally adapt over time. The primary goal of budgeting isn't about achieving mathematical perfection every single month. The real goal is continuous awareness.
Section 5. The path to wealth. Completing the journey. Now, let's move to how this all builds up, because this is where the real magic happens. We've talked about tracking and avoiding mistakes, but how does this actually generate wealth? On day 1, consistent budgeting creates savings. By month 1, those structured savings allow you to create real investments. By year 1, those investments start benefiting from the absolute powerhouse that is compounding. And by decade 1, that compounding literally builds your wealth. Budgeting isn't just about making sure you pay the electricity bill on time. It is the vital first domino. Today's disciplined choices literally buy tomorrow's dreams. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final, deeply important thought. Every major investment, every solid retirement plan, and every single successful wealth-building journey begins by asking yourself this one incredibly powerful question. Do I know where my money is going? Budgeting provides that answer. It is far more than just a financial tool. It's a life planning tool. I highly encourage you to sit down today, pull up your numbers, and start drawing up your blueprint. Thank you so much for joining me, and here's to building the financial future you absolutely deserve.